Hello all, my name is Pavan Kumar and welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, continuing our playlist towards Python programming. Today in this particular video we are going to see string operations in Python programming, and we also see like how to represent the new line in Python programming. Okay, so before we begin our main topic, if you are visiting my channel for the first time, please do subscribe to my channel and please press the bell notification icon to get all updates related to my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's begin our journey towards Python programming. Not begin, like let's continue our journey towards Python programming, because already we have started our journey towards Python programming. Okay, so in our previous videos, we have seen the data types in Python programming, and we also saw some of the arithmetic operations in Python programming, and we also saw what are integers, what are floats, and what are boolean operations and string. Okay, so let's understand some of the basic concepts related to the string operations in Python programming. Okay, so I have already told you, like anything which is represented in between single quotes or a double quotes is considered as a string in Python programming. Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, and let's try to understand some of the basic concepts related to the string operations in Python programming. Okay, so let's take an example of string 1. Okay, so let's mention string 1 is equal to, you can give directly any value like string 1. Let's take some kind of input. Let's give some input and let's perform some of the basic operations. Okay, so here I will give it as input. Okay, and you can give any question, guys, let's mention which is your native place. Okay, so I will just mention which is your native place and I will just press enter. So that is string 1. So now let's go for string 2. Okay, so here also I will give some kind of input with question mark, which is your favorite place, and since how long you have been staying there. Okay, now let's run this particular cell and now let's see. So here it is asking which is your native place. I will just mention it as India. Now press enter. Since how long you have been staying there, I will just mention it as 25 years. Okay, so now let's press enter again. Okay, so here we'll try to give some kind of question mark, so that you can understand easily and it will be very clear to understand, and we'll give some space so that it will be easy for us to understand. So I will give it as India, and here I will mention as 25 years. Okay, now I think it's clearly visible. Okay, so since there is space in between, so okay, so we have taken string 1 and string 2. Okay, now let's perform the operation by using those particular strings. I will just give it as the native place of Pavan is comma. I will give it as string 1. So any idea, guys, what might be the output now? Exactly. So the output what we are supposed to get is the native place of Pavan is India. Exactly, we are getting the same output. Okay, so now let's take with the example by using the string 2 also. We'll give it as print Pavan is staying in India since string 2. So now output should be Pavan is staying in India since 25 years, because string 2 we have already given the input as 25 years. Okay, and now suppose if you want to concatenate these two strings and if you want some other output, you can also give it like print string 1 plus string 2. This is also one of the possible way where you can get the output. India 25 years, and here you can see after India it's there is a continuation with 25 and you are not seeing any spaces. Suppose if you want to add space, you can also add space. Okay, now let's try to run this particular cell. Here you can see India 25 years, and now suppose let's try to print in another way. The native place of Pavan is string 1 and he stays there since string 2. Now what might be the output, guys? Let's see what might be the output. So the native place of Pavan is India and he stays there since 25 years. So this is how we perform the string concatenation in Python programming. Okay, so we have understood what is string and how to give the input if you are defining a variable by using the string, and we also saw like how to perform the string concatenation. Okay, now suppose if you want to represent a new line in Python programming, let's take an example. My I know programming languages like Python and Java. Okay, suppose if you run, you will directly get this particular output. There is no doubt, since you already know like how to print and how to get the output. Okay, and suppose if you want these Python and Java in the new line, means I will tell you like how to use the new line. Okay, print I know programming languages like. If you want to print it in new line, means you have to press /n. Okay, and for this also you can press /n. Okay, now let's run this particular cell. You can see I know programming languages like Python and Java. Here you can see there is a space initially, and after that you can see Python. So if you want to remove that particular space, remove that space here, and now run that particular cell. So I know programming languages like Python, Java. Okay, so this is how you represent the new line in Python programming, and we have seen some of the basic string operations, string concatenation, and how to represent the new line in Python programming. So that's all about this particular video, and I hope you like this particular video. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. See you one and all. Thank you. Bye bye.